welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, and
Yeah,
I'm
we're powered up
really,
here.
I really want to get into into this thing because
It's not that interesting. Holy shit, we have all this power over here. They're all full. All of these batteries are full.
so that means we have finally started gaining power.
Yeah, we have excess power.
Wait, I gotta see. It's
Shows
all
on
those
frames.
stupid cryogenic stabilizer thingies. Yeah, this thing's working fast as hell.
It's as fast as it can work.
I'm assuming so. They're all the prechargers seem almost full. They're not draining power, but they're all at 91,000 energy.
So the story you want to jump right into is that I bought bowling.
Yes, so we literally get in this conversation, and before we start recording, Guude just says, "So I bought bowling shoes today," and I'm like, "Wait, this is going somewhere else. We need to wait until we start recording."
It's really not that exciting. Otherwise, I would have totally been like, "Oh man, I got first episode covered here. We got content." No, it's not like that. What I was going to tell you was that I got home and normally whenever I go bowling, it's like on a different day. It's like on Saturdays, or in the bowling shop at the bowling alley is not open. But what Jeff was shocked about is that the bowling, like whenever you rent bowling shoes, that's like expensive. It's like the expensive thing. At least at my bowling alley,
See,
it's more expensive than the lane.
See, I haven't bowled in a very long time, but the last time I bowled, I always thought bowling shoes were like $3.
No, like for 3 people to bowl, and 2 games, one of them being a child, it's $50, and 35 of that is shoe rental.
That crazy. So wait, so you bought bowling shoes? How much did you buy them for?
$45 is what I paid for bowling shoes, and I had looked on Amazon before, but I was skeptical about buying shoes on Amazon because I wanted to try them on first to make sure they fit. Like I know my shoe size, but the shoe sizes aren't consistent. You know what I mean by that?
Yes, like it's just like pant sizes. You can't just order, 36 30s,
Right.
34 30s, whatever. They're gonna all be different based on the brand.
Right. Yeah, I wanted to buy my bowling shoes in person, and so I happened to go today on a non-standard day for going to the bowling alley, and so I bought bowling shoes. And the whole story was I got home, and so when I bought them, the guy didn't know the price. He had to look it up because he said he just bought the shop there inside of the bowling alley. Like I guess the shop had been closed or something. I don't even know what the deal was with that. Because again, it's never open whenever I've always gone in the past because it's always like a Saturday and during the time they're closed. But the one I bought, like they didn't have a whole huge selection or anything. I just bought the cheapest pair of bowling shoes they had, because it's not like I don't bowl a lot or anything. It's just occasionally, like maybe 6 times a year or maybe more, but not enough that by buying these, if I go bowling 3 times, I will have paid for them. Kind of thought,
Okay.
or like 3 or more, was how I looked at it at least. Just fucking dragging on Venus. So anyways, bought the bowling shoes. And got home, and one of the pairs was one of the ones that was like on display. So one of the 2 shoes was on display, and he asked me if I wanted to try the other one on. I tried on one. I was like, no, I'm good. Don't need to try the other one on. It's shoe's a shoe. If one fits my other foot's similar size. So he got home and went to take them out to look at them, and the one that was in the box is covered in mold.
Wait, you bought shoes that were covered in mold?
The one I had tried on was not. It was the display, and I tried it on, and then he looked everywhere for the boxes. He finally found it, and then threw the other shoe in there. And when I got home, I went to take them out to take a look at them, see them again, fresh eyes, new lighting, and it was moldy. It's a moldy shoe.
That's interesting. I mean, so I'm assuming this man bought all the inventory from previous.
Yeah. That's kind of the sad part is I don't think he realizes that he bought moldy inventory. So I'm gonna have to go back up there, I guess next Tuesday, because I don't know when else I'll be able to get up there. That's a day that they're open, and return my moldy shoes. I was actually just looking on Amazon now that I've tried them on, I feel comfortable buying the same pair on Amazon, but they don't actually sell that pair in my size on Amazon apparently. So I can't even do that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've never bought moldy shoes before.
I've also never bought moldy shoes before. And I will tell you, the only pair of bowling shoes I've ever owned in my life is because I was young and stupid and stole them from a bowling alley because I didn't want to pay the $3 rental fee.
Jesus Christ.
And the sad thing is, I guarantee your bowling shoes don't look like those red and brown.
Right. No, these are, and that, you know, that's honestly the other big thing is like they always spray them down with, fuck if I know, but it stinks, like Lysol from hell or something after everyone turns them in. So like every time I do go bowling, I always bring like socks and a Ziploc bag so that I can put on a different pair of socks that will not be going into my shoes after I wear them, because I don't want my shoes to smell like the shit they spray inside of the bowling shoes.
Oh, I always just go barefoot in those things.
Mm-hmm. Do you really?
No, absolutely not.
It's like that's so wrong.
I figured you would start to get a little bit concerned at that, but
yeah, no.
I am trying to remember on Earth where we left off in making these stupid rockets.
Well, I know we needed a bit more carbon, so
but we also need crystal.
See, we don't though. I don't think, or if we do, I have it. Because if you look in this chest right here, maybe.
I'm just trying to fill these things up to get to the next layer of rocket to see where we are lost.
Did you grab the tier 7?
Oh no, I didn't grab any tier 7s.
Yes, I made the tier 7 already.
Oh, I have tier 6s in my inventory.
Yeah, I got 32 tier 7 right here.
Oh, so that might be enough to make the rocket already then.
I think so. I think we already have everything. I'm going to give you these right now.
Okay.
There they are.
Let me start. Let me start making some rocket.
What you need next. Like, you work out the details.
the deets.
Yeah, the deets.
I'll get the deets. So we got these tier 7s. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. 10. So, what are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna take them back, and you know, luckily,
be like, excuse me, sir, I would like an exchange because I happen to have some randomly, no big deal, moldy shoes.
I mean, I'm not mad. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for him. As long as he doesn't give me trouble when I bring him his moldy shoes back.
Sorry, sir, all sales are final.
Yeah, I mean, if he tries to say that, then I'll be upset. Then we'll have a problem. You'll hear about this again. We'll be revisiting this story at some point. But I can't imagine that, right? If you sell moldy shoes, then you know.
I mean, yes, that's.
I don't think he knew.
My gut would also say that, but
yeah, he asked me if I needed a receipt, and I started to say no because I was like, "Why would I need a receipt for shoes I've tried on? I'm good, you know."
So you don't even have a receipt? No. What if that guy like loses the shop tonight?
I started to say no. I got my receipt. I did get a receipt, but I started to say no because I just thought, who needs a receipt?
We are 1 tier 6 plate short.
Oh, we have some of those over here, I think.
I had all the ones that were in. Oh, unless they're up in.
Yeah,
one
here we go.
These.
I'll put them in this chest right here.
Okay.
There you go.
We still might be some tier 7 short, but I'm still counting. But that gives me all those.
Well, we got crystal to make the tier 7 if we are.
Yeah, let's hope that this guy's a good guy.
Well, I feel bad for him because I imagine he's got more than one pair of moldy shoes.
Yes, one would definitely assume that there's more than one pair of moldy shoes based on the fact that the only pair that he's sold so far is a moldy pair of shoes.
Right, right.
We do need some more tier 7s.
You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like if you had like an apple or an orange sitting on the counter and it started to mold, and like you have like little colonies, like little dots they're probably like half the size of a dime, maybe.
So you're comparing the concept of shoe mold to apples molding.
Yeah, it's shoes to apples, you know. Uh,
So we need
um,
we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tier 7 plates, but I also need some straight up crystal plate for
there's a lot
8
of
crystal
in here.
plates.
We got three stacks of crystal.
Okay, so we got those. So I just need some more tier 7. Oh wait,
But you have the tier 6, right? Can you make the tier 7?
I
Do you
should.
have extra tier 6? I mean, I
Yeah,
guess?
we have 19 extra tier 6, and I don't remember what the hell it needed for it. The crystal. Yeah, it needs a crystal. So yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, because it should be, or the mag, this.
There any updates on your drama?
Huh, yes.
Oh boy.
Not good updates. Maybe this isn't how you make these things. Tier 6 in crystal, I thought is what it said.
Yeah, it is.
It's not working.
Oh wait, no, it's compressed crystal. So you got to take that crystal and compress it.
Oh, we gotta recompress the crystal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's running.
The enforced crystal.
So basically, I wrote to the dean of nursing, who, and this is what upsets me about when people try to use concepts for, and I understand her purpose, but they use it wrong. And I think this is a rampant problem in many industries. So I wrote to the dean of nursing specifically saying, hey, look, I'm new to this. I've never published anything before. Is this normal for the university? Is this like approved by the university for, professors to be getting honest authorship in these papers, especially in this particular class when it's a literature review versus actually a major research project where professors might be helping a lot more? So I wrote the whole thing out, and her response was, I assume that you have not talked to your instructor about this yet, and gave the instructor's name. And she's like, I suggest you start with her because here at blah, blah, blah university, we take, pride in following the chain of command.
Oh, I knew you were going to say the word chain of command. I knew it was just coming out of your mouth any second now.
So, well, and it's because people...
But that's the problem.
People use it wrong.
In your chain of the command.
Yeah.
And that's how chain of command works. Whenever the problem lies inside the chain, you have to break the chain.
Right, and that's the whole point is, it's just like I'm the shift officer at my fire department on my Monday night crew now, because I moved over there to become the shift officer. If people have a problem with somebody else in the shift, they come to me. If people have a problem with me, you go to the person above me. That's how following the chain of command works. Yes, you can talk to the individual if you want to go that route, but it is, for one, it's not a requirement, and for two, if it's a situation where I'm worried that this woman is doing something she's not allowed to be doing, so how is going to her about this going to solve the problem? So the whole point was to find out, it wasn't to like get her in trouble and rat her out, it was literally asking about university policy from the School of Nursing for these type of situations because it doesn't make sense to me. And told to go back and I guarantee there's going to be a lot of people in the YouTube comments who are like, no, Jeff, that is following the chain of command. Because I understand that.
Bullshit.
And I understand that side of the argument as well. But this is one of those cases where when the problem lies with that person in your chain of command, you have every right to go to the next step in the chain of command.
I mean, that to me, this isn't open for debate. That's just how chain of command works. I've worked in plenty of jobs where you had to follow a chain of command. That is just how it works. You cannot. It's like a conflict of interest to go to the person that is in question.
I know, I know, and that's why I did things the route I did things in. But apparently that's wrong. So I wrote to this professor with basically the same email. And I even said in there, I said I spoke with Dr. Blah, blah, blah first because I was trying to figure out university policy related to this stuff. So I'm not hiding the fact that I talked to somebody else. Like, it was never my intention to be all deceitful and deceptive.
Right.
And I wrote the whole...
There's the compressed stuff, by the way. I put it in the same chest.
Oh, okay. I wrote the whole thing out for her again as well and sent off the email. And I included my partner on it who, is the person that I wrote the paper with. And she asked me, like, the next day, she's like, oh, have you heard anything from her yet? Because I haven't seen anything. And I said, oh, I haven't even checked my email. I have no idea. So then the next day, my partner writes me and says, oh, we got an email back. And I was like, I don't even want to read this thing. And I'll be honest, I haven't read it yet. because
Oh no, Jeff! Don't you do this
oh
to me?
no. Well, I have enough information from my partner. I was about to go read it, and she said, "No wonder instructors have so many publications under them when it's bullshit like this." Was the next text message that she wrote me. So I know what was gleaned from. Oh shoot, I should have made more than that. So I know what was gleaned from that, and I haven't even read it yet. I've been so angry that I'm like, you know what?
I don't know how you did not read. I don't know how you are capable of not reading it.
I mean, because I'm mad.
I know, but
That's
like,
my
I
way
would
of...
have to know the wording so I could get more angry.
See, that's the thing is, I don't want to get more angry. I've been sick the last couple days. I actually wasn't even at work the last 2 days. So I just didn't want anything else to be like make me more mad. I don't know. I'm sorry, Guude and YouTube audience who wanted to know.
Right, this is the fucking hiccups all over again. That's what Jeff does to you guys.
And I'm
do
gonna
this to your audience all the time.
One day in silence, I'm gonna read this thing and then never speak of it again.
No, I'm bringing it up every Tuesday and Thursday.
How
That's good questions.
How did you transfer? Oh wait, was it from this thing? Oh, here we go. Never mind. I got it. I needed to transfer fuel again, and I couldn't remember how you did it. So, but I mean, but you understand enough from the story of what the rationale was, and I just, or no, excuse me, not the rationale, what the outcome was.
So, are you publishing this paper?
I don't know. We're supposed to like make another. So whatever. I haven't even read her comments on the paper yet because I was so mad at the fact that she wanted author rights. I haven't even read her comments yet.
There's no way in hell I would publish this paper.
Well, so you know what's funny? I was talking to my mother about this. You know, I'd said last week.
You told me this, and your mom said not to fuck yourself over.
Yeah, exactly. And but I'm in the same boat that you are. Whereas I'm more on the concept of, well, I don't want to give her this extra ability, an extra publication under her belt for something she didn't do. And
yeah.
Yes, I can understand that, like people saying that is going to hurt me in the long run, and maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I don't know. But that's where I'm still sitting at right now. I don't know what I want to do.
So, can you not publish it and not put her as the author?
I see, and that is the one thing that I could probably understand a little bit more if I read her email. If I would know if I'm a
How
lie.
can you have not read this email? That just bugs me.
Because I don't know, it made me angry, and I didn't want to get more. I didn't want to get more angry.
There might be something in there that is important.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible there is.
You fucker.
Do you want me to load up my email and read it now to you live?
I was sitting here thinking, like, no,
Here.
not like the president.
Okay, fine. Let's read this thing together. Because watch it be completely like, watch it be like, no, of course you don't have to do this, and I've just been getting misinformation.
It's going to say, like, I would prefer you to, but if you don't want to, that's fine.
Let's see. It says, thank you for your email and sharing your concerns regarding authorship with me. I would like to reassure you that the responsibility for authorship he's with the first author, but should be discussed amongst all authors. I don't even know what that sentence means. Also, I would like to draw your attention to the quote from the ICMJE about criteria for authors, which I relied on when I asked you to add my name to your paper, but I agree that I should have discussed my suggestion with you in more detail. The International Committee of Medical Journal Editors has indicated that in order to be considered a co-author, the writer must meet the following criteria: a substantial contribution to the conception or design of the work, or the acquisition, analysis, or interpretation of data for all work, and drafting the work or revising it critically for important intellectual content, and final approval of the version to be published, and agreement to be accountable for all aspects of the work, and assuring the questions related to the accuracy or integrity of any part of the work are appropriately investigated and resolved. At this point, I withdraw my suggestion for authorship about this paper, which means I'll be unable to assist with further editing or advisement and publication.
Oh, what a fucking shame.
Well, I mean, that's actually, I guess that's better news to think, but at the same time...
That's fantastic news. I mean, she's trying to sound like, oh, well, I'm not going to be able to help you anymore with all my comments, my wonderful, beautiful comments that have assisted you in such great lengths. But from what you've said, nothing that she's contributed was that anyway.
No,
so...
I mean, and what she did, like the comments that she made, and I've never said it wasn't, like when she gave suggestions, it was very helpful. It was like proofreading, but it's the other group did the exact same thing. You told me where I had sentences that could be restructured in a slightly better way. Like, it's not like you gave me substantial content of any type. So I'm glad you made me read that, because it is slightly different than what
so
my other person.
And her name's not on it, and she's just not going to give you any more advice.
Yeah, which I don't know what other advice she would want to give me. But now the problem is I have her again next semester.
Yeah. You done stoked the fire a little bit. So, hope you don't need good grades in that class.
Yeah, I hope not too, because she's going to be mad. I just got this rocket made. I don't have... Where's the landing pads?
You had those. I don't know what you ended up doing with them. You had those at one point. Check your bags of bags.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, man, I had a bunch of that compressed reinforced in my bag. I just opened up my bag of bags.
Where is...
Whatever.
Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting difference than I was under the impression of. But at the same time, it's one of those things that's written in a way to make you feel like I'm doing something wrong by questioning her.
Yeah, exactly.
Her ability.
That's why, yeah. It's just like, well, you don't have to do it, but I'm not. You've lost my help.
On a subject you know nothing about.
Right.
Well, and the funny thing is, she even said, like, that now it makes no sense to read this email again, because she's saying that she used this criteria in order...
The criteria was that she proofread and suggested altercations to your publication.
But all these end with "and." You have to do all 4 of them.
Oh, and?
They all end with... It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they all end with you do substantial contributions to the concept design, blah, 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 and drafting of the work, and final approval of version to be published, and agreement, the accountability for aspects of the work, ensuring that all the work was appropriately investigated, resolved, etc. Like, all those, you have to do all of them.
I guess in her mind, she did do the last one. Which one did she not do, then?
I'd have to read these really in detail to find out. I mean, so I guess you could take this in 2 ways at a quick glance, and either she did do all of them, but so did the other groups that proofread them.
Yeah.
Or...
Well, they're not taking accountability for the content to be accurate.
But she's not doing that either.
Right. She's just saying that...
I mean, she would be taking accountability for it if she had us put her name on it, but she didn't research it to know.
Right.
I need to make
She's
some of these
assuming that
landing
you
pads.
did. She's taking the risk that you did do the research, basically.
Yeah. Blocks of iron and compressed iron. I'm going to have to make more of these things. Oh, no. It's just... I get so frustrated with, like, bullshit. Because now it's just like I have to deal with you again for more classes. And now it is going to be one of those things where you're probably going to be, you know, taking it out on me in a very, you know, secretive, hidden way that nobody could prove. Like, that's the problem you get into with things like that.
And the worst part is, so now there's going to be some kind of confirmation bias on your end, more than likely, if something you didn't do well, you're going to assume that you're being treated unfairly. Right,
and it could just be that I write a shitty paper, turn in a shitty assignment next semester.
Right.
Yes, there definitely will be that type of bias, unfortunately. Because now that's the situation that we have made. By, I think, rightfully questioning.
Is this off? The launcher controller?
It should be. It has been. Because didn't you turn the launch controller actually off?
That one's yours.
Disabled. Yeah, it says disabled.
Okay. We're out of time, so I guess the next episode you'll be taking off.
Yeah, remember, you found out how to get them back, though, too. I need to go.
That's true.
I need to make sure I get my jetpack filled between episodes here.
And that fuel efficiency was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, it's great.
Stare. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, see ya.